Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to talk about the cost of gastric bypass. A lot of it is co-pays, honestly. There's a lot of appointments involved in this. I spent about $600 just on co-pays and testing. You'll have to see a cardiologist, a gastrointestinologist, and a pulmonologist. You'll have to do a sleep study, a psych evaluation, and you'll have to see a nutritionist for a set amount of months depending on what your insurance requires. I had to see a nutritionist for 6 months. I only had to do one psych evaluation, which cost me $115. The nutritionist didn't cost me anything. The insurance paid for that because they required it. When I had to see the pulmonologist, I had to do a breathing test, which wasn't a big deal. I did have sleep apnea, so I have to see him regularly. The cardiologist just had me do an echocardiogram. They just did an ultrasound of my heart, and they said, I'm fine for surgery. And then the gastrointestinologist made me do an endoscopy, but I don't think this is required for everyone. I had my gallbladder removed when I was 17. It's basically they put a camera down your throat and check out your stomach to make sure everything's cool before surgery, so I don't think that's for everybody though. The psych evaluation, I was really nervous for it, but honestly, if you just come in with a positive attitude, I think they pass everybody. I don't think they really give you a hard time. Just don't sit there and go, I hate my life, I want to kill myself, and I think you're pretty much good. The nutritionists, they give you diet plans and tell you stuff to do, and it's all sounding pretty ridiculous to you, but do your best to do it. You won't die. You'll get over it. And do keep in mind that this is only pre-op. I'll have a lot of post-op costs too. A lot of insurances will cover this if they feel like you have a medical necessity, which means over 40 BMI, or you have obesity-related illnesses like type 2 diabetes or sleep apnea or, back and joint pain, things like that, and they feel like it'll be cheaper for them to have you have this surgery than to keep paying for like your insulin or whatever it is. If you have any questions about any of the testing specifically, like about the psych evaluation or how the nutritionist appointment goes, or the pulmonologist or whatever, feel free to send a message to my inbox and I'll respond to you personally and give you a more detailed answer as to what you're looking into and what's going to happen. Also keep in mind that protein shakes and vitamins can become very expensive. If you buy the over-the-counter stuff, it's not too bad. I went the bariatric choice route and I bought like $80 worth of vitamins. I bought biotin because, it's good for your hair because sometimes your hair can fall out after surgery. Just keep in mind this isn't a cheap thing. But you also have time to do this. Unless you're in a serious like medical emergency, they'll very rarely do your surgery in under a month. More likely 3, most likely 6. Most people I've heard of have had to wait 6 months. I had to wait 6 months. I would say the hardest part of that is keeping on track with what you're doing, because you kind of lose sight of your goal when you have to wait that long. The first 2 weeks you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm dieting, I'm exercising, and then you're like, wow, that's a long time to be doing that for. And realistically, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it, but realistically, you're that overweight and things, and you obviously have bad habits and a hard time dieting and exercising, so obviously it's not going to be easy for you to keep on track with this. Don't feel guilty. Most people can't do it, and just try your best and you'll get there eventually. Just try not to worry about it too much. So that's all for this video. I don't want to bore you guys to death with this stuff. Like I said, if it's something you need to know, feel free to message me and I'll let you know what I know. And just a heads up, on Wednesday I'll be posting a time capsule video. This means that I'll be talking to myself a year from now and setting goals for myself. I think I might do a blog. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in that. So what I really want you guys to do is to prepare your own time capsule videos, whether your goal be to lose weight or to do better in school or to have a better home life or whatever it is that you wish to do in the next year. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say and what you guys want to do. I'll be watching all of the videos, so feel free to post them. So see you guys on Wednesday.